So we've got our tomato pie. It's more of a galette. So galette is a free-form pie. So we start with our pie dough we make in-house. Roll it out nice and thin. And then we've got a Parmesan cream. So the trick to making a fruit pie of this sort is you need a barrier for the moisture. So your water barrier is going to be oil. So we make a Parmesan cream sauce and then fortify it with mayonnaise so that we keep all the tomato moisture in here and keep a nice crispy crust on the bottom. So you want to go pretty much edge to edge and a pretty thick layer. This dish in a lot of ways is just a showcase of umami. So we want, the tomatoes are full of it, the Parmesan cheese is full of it. So we're presenting all these things on a flaky crust is essentially what it comes down to. So we pre-roast our tomatoes, salt them for half an hour, and then pre-roast them. And then it just becomes laying out inside of the pie. The bigger, the bolder the flavors, the less different flavors that you need. So by roasting them, we're eliminating some of the moisture, but we're also concentrating the flavor by eliminating moisture. So we just kind of build it around. A lot of these tomatoes, you can kind of see the difference, but we don't want it to be a specific difference. We want everything to be a little bit organic looking. So one of the principles I learned early on as a cook was you want it to look like the wind blew it in and it just happened to land on the plate. So just our way of honoring what's been before us and what's come. So we're just going to gently fold the edges around. It's still a little firm, so we're having a little difficulty, but it's free form, and by the end we're going to cut it into pie shape, so the crust is going to get a nice caramelized on it. So we brush the crust with heavy whipping cream. It's going to help caramelize. And then, like I said, we like a little bit of smoke, so we have smoked sea salt that we're just going to go around the crust so that it has a nice pop. And it's subtle smoke. It's not like a smoked tomato pie. You're just going to kind of notice it in the background. It's kind of like adding lemon juice. And then this is the first bit of pepper we'll add to the whole thing. We want it to be on top and get toasted, so it'll be more aromatic. After that, take our Parmesan cheese. While we're toasting up, we're going to make a little salad. We've got an assortment of basils from the garden right outside, a little bit of tarragon and parsley, all of it just picked a little while ago. We'll do a little bit more of the smoked salt, pepper, and then another thing we like to do is just double down our flavor. So we've got tomato vinegar, so capturing that umami, and then Spanish olive oil. So just give that a little toss, be ready. And then our tomato coulis, we've taken these little guys, blistered them and taken the skin off, and we puree it and make our little sauce. So again, tomato on tomato. So just do a nice little dot down, and we can come through with the back of a spoon, dress it up a little bit.
This is the wind blew it in.
Just as the wind blew it in. And then we've got some tomato skins that came off of those tomatoes. We pureed it in the sense of honoring everything, honoring all the time. We want to use every bit of the product that we can. Now, pie's warm, cheese is melted, it'll crisp on its way to the dining room. Right next to each other. Clean up our mess a little bit. Because we want the focus of everything to be right there in the center. We don't want anybody's eyes getting drawn away from a crumb. And after that, it's our basil salad that, again, will wind blow in a little bit. All of of it taking center stage. This basil's really pretty. It's kind of green and purple on the front side, but very bright purple on the back.
Beautiful.
Y'all dig in.